Hello there, my name is Valerie White Williams and I'm a voice teacher and a vocal coach for Vocal Splendor Studios. Today I'm back to reacting to Gabriel Henrique from Brazil, and he is singing a Mariah Carey cover of, or her version of this song, I Want to Know What Love Is. So let's have a listen.
I gotta take a little time to think this over. I'd better read between the lines in case I need it when I colder. Hey. My life that has been hiding the pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now. I've been traveled so far to change this lonely life.
Can we stop just a minute? He is such a great singer. This is my second reaction to him. And to be honest, I have not heard the Mariah Carey cover because I think this used to be, I can't remember the band, Chicago, I think. Can't remember. But I like how he goes back and forth from being a little louder and then that little vulnerability, a little bit of that breathy tone. Maybe Mariah Carey did that too, but he's in the moment and he's got his eyes closed, which is so many singers do, listening and feeling the pictures, seeing the pictures in their mind so they can focus on that beautiful emotional content, especially when you're a good singer. Now, if you're not a good singer or you're a training singer, that's what I work with a lot of singers who are training, they are thinking so much about their technique that they can't really do that. So when you close your eyes and you can feel the music, it usually works better.
You can show me. I wanna feel what love is. I know you can show me. Hey, I gotta take a little time to look around me.
Can we stop just a minute? I have to comment on one thing he did so well is the diphthong on time, because I have so many students that struggle with diphthongs. And if you don't know what a diphthong is, I do have a video. You can find that on my channel. But a diphthong is vowel sounds that change, like time. Now, what people go is time, time. So really there's an ah in time. And he does that extremely well, because when you look at the word time, you don't see no ah in time, but it's time, not time, which is a lot of my students do. It was so beautiful, I had to make a comment on it.
I've got nowhere left to hide. It looks like love has finally found me. Oh,
Incredible. Wow. It's high note week. Yes, I'm so impressed with the singer for so many reasons. He is just, again, has a lot of internal integrity, and his voice is flawless. It's actually amazing. He, again, I think last time I did a reaction, it reminded me a bit of Steve Perry. I mean, different genre, but Steve had that voice that could cover women, but he still had that manly sound. Now, there are some guys that have high voices and they actually are like male altos, and they actually can sound like women and they can pass for women vocally. And I've had students in my studio like that. And those are the guys that sing the high harmonies, or they sing like Neil Sedaka is a probably famous person. Mitch in the Pentatonics is another kind of male alto singer. But this is not Gabriel, probably how he says it. He has that male kind of oomph sound. There's a fullness to his sound that doesn't sound like a woman, but he can get those crazy high notes. His whistles are so clear. And kind of like Dimash, he has a lot of different vocal colors and qualities that he can use. Like he can just sing the breathy notes really like this. He can get into those belts, mixed belts, and then when he throws his head back, yeah, so, and you see singers doing that a lot. Also, Amy Lee will go, and they kind of lean back and they bear down because it takes that energy to support those belts. And then he shifts into the whistle, and the whistle is different than the belts, because belting, okay, so the vocal cords, when we're belting, they're coming in and they're digging in really deeply. And when we have airy, there's air in it, you know, and the vocal cords are here, they're little tiny things, but what we're doing with our mouth and the energy that we're sending in from below makes a difference. So those high belts take that a lot of energy. But then when you have the whistle, it's going to be a different thing, because the whistle, the cords are really stretched long, and that's what they call the whistle tone. Now, vocal pedagogues do not consider whistle tone to be a separate voice. It's not like it's a different level, but the cords are just so stretched out, and the cords are so stretched out and they're vibrating at a very tiny space. And so having whistle notes myself, they feel differently than the belts, which are like snap right here. And then high notes can classical voice, but the whistle feels even different. it's like way over your head. It's like a star sparkling up there. And it takes a lot of breath energy, but it feels like this little bug up there spinning, or a little star that's tiny, because it takes a lot of breath energy, almost as much, if not more, than the belt, but it feels small, and it really takes time to feel how that feels. And it's amazing to me that guys can do that, because, you know, Dimash has those too, but it takes time to train. Now, some people are just goofing around and they might find those notes and you think, oh, what it is, there it is. But those high notes are very narrow, because here's the thing, notes are vibration. They're vibration, and the lower notes vibrate slower like this, and they're wider, and then the notes go down up like this, like a pyramid, and then they start doing this, and then they start doing this, and they're like, you know, keeps going. And so those high notes are very tiny, and it takes a lot of energy to sustain. I think of it like a laser beam. There's this tiny little laser beam, and then it just goes pew, like that. And the thing is that you cannot push a whistle. It doesn't work. You have to find it up. It's almost like you have this tube that goes up through your head, and it's got to go up to that tube, and you're going to energize it. It's almost like a fountain up there, and it has to be easy. So it takes a lot of energy to understand the energy that it requires, but the narrowness that it requires. And yeah, I've sung The Queen of the Night, which has a lot of high Fs and high notes, but I'm out of practice, and I'm still getting over sick. I'm still coughing a tiny bit. Coughing is really bad on high notes. So until I'm done with coughing, I can't really access those, because it kind of chaps your vocal cords when you cough. And sometimes you have to cough if you have to get phlegm out. but his high notes were incredible. He's a great storyteller, and I'm guessing that English is his second language, because in Brazil they speak Portuguese. He may speak other languages, but again, when I heard his diphthongs, time, I went, whew, that's great. And he listens. So you can learn good diction when you listen to great artists, because sometimes when we're singing, we're holding out notes. It's not how we speak. We have to kind of modify things to make it sound right, which is weird for singers because it's not how we say it and they think it's wrong. But when you modify it, it sounds right. So it's kind of another conundrum that is in singing, is that sometimes it doesn't sound like you're saying the words, but actually it sounds better and everybody can hear it. All right, so I love Gabriel Henrique. So you guys who love Gabriel Henrique, please let me know what other reactions I should do, and make sure you subscribe and click on the bell so you don't miss any more of my reactions from him. And also I want to let you know that I have 2 free passion projects on Facebook. The first one is my newest group called YouTube Success Strategies, and that's where I'm teaching people how to succeed on YouTube. I started my YouTube channel, this one, in 2010 when I moved to Seattle, and I just wanted to make videos I could put on my website, but it's blown up before that. And I really learned how to succeed on YouTube. I have other channels that I've tested. So if you want to grow your YouTube channel, I have a Facebook group that is free on Facebook that you can find in the comments below. And then my other group is called Creative Soul Alignment. And that group is filled with artists and other people that also like spirituality. Because the truth of the matter is, when we are doing art and we are being creative, we are expressing our divine nature. That's what we're here to do, is create. And when we are creating, we are expressing our spirituality, because we are spirits and bodies. That's what we are. We are vibration, magnetic energy, emotion. When we sing, we're doing that as well. Anything is that spirituality comes out. And I want you to keep in mind that we are here when we visualize a world that works for all of us, because that's how every creation starts, with visualizing it first. Following up comes second. When we visualize a world that works for all of us, without creepy overlords telling us what to do and trying to control us, being hypocrites, then we can come together as humans on this earth and shake off the fleas and make a world that works for all of us. So keep that in mind every day, please. All right, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.